Where am I? Becoming Russian. I'm an American standing in Moscow, Russia, next to an elegant, old, historic-looking, European-looking building.
Close and open. Close and open, please.
I'm here with my Russian wife, and in this episode, her friends, Americans, are going to get Russian residency. Becoming a resident of Russia. Would you move to Russia? Would you become a resident of Russia? Welcome to Expat American. I am the Expat American. Find out what's going on in Russia right now.
On Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day?
On Christmas Day.
Вот учитель как раз. What is your emotion?
I should get out of the way. How do you feel?
I am thrilled. I'm thrilled and relieved and very, very happy.
Так, теперь нам надо будет крупно подснять.
Svetlana,
Joseph.
where are we?
So we are, as I understand, in the central building of MVD. And today is a special day for Tanya and Bonnie because they got their temporary residency for 3 years. And they were waiting for this moment for almost a year.
So Tony, you and your wife are Americans?
Last I checked, yes.
And you decided to move to Russia?
Strange as it sounds, yes.
And today you have received residency,
That's what they're telling me. I still can't read Russian completely.
which is like halfway to citizenship.
Third way,
A
I would
third.
say.
A third of the way?
Yeah, but hey, 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
So Tony, how do you feel?
Oh, pretty good. It's been a long time coming. I mean, it's very stressful, I guess, because it's so many new things for a foreigner to try and understand the process. But we're happy. I mean, we're really happy about it.
How long have you been living in Russia?
1 year and 1 month currently, 13 months.
Oh, okay. So almost your 1 year anniversary, you got residency.
Yes, yes. Again, stressful but happy.
Stressful, how come?
Well, until the new presidential decree, it was a more rigid process to go through. You had to go get a quota, you had to take a language test, a history test, and then you'll go through this process. But thanks to the presidential decree, you have more time to learn the language, so you just get your residency and learn the language before you apply for your permanent residency.
Так, внимание, улыбки.
The presidential decree really helped you, it sounds like.
Definitely.
And
Made
what
it.
is that exactly?
Well, I mean, I think a German woman questioned Putin about making it easier for foreigners to migrate to Russia, and she explained some of the difficulties like language testing and the whole process. And Putin said, yes, And luckily he made it happen for us fairly quickly. And we're very grateful for it.
Тогда чуть-чуть, если кто-то хочет подискутировать, чуть-чуть подальше отодвинемся, да?
Я вас поздравляю с получением разрешения на временное проживание в Российской Федерации.
Спасибо большое.
Черный чай.
Nice. You want some in your...
Oh, yeah.
So, Tony, where have you taken us?
I have no idea.
No?
Some cafe.
It looks like a restaurant to me.
It appears to be.
So, Russia has nice restaurants.
Well, yeah. We're being filmed.
So, who are these two ladies you're with today?
My wife and a poor lady who suffers trying to teach me Russian, Tanya.
Why did you guys come to Russia?
Actually, because of your videos starting to show us the truth of Russia.
And dancing bears.
Yeah, I didn't know about the dancing bears. I'll have to film them.
We researched Moscow specifically, but we learned quite a bit about Russia and made the decision to move here. Once we made the decision, we started tying up all of the loose ends in the U.S., selling everything, and within 6 months we had made the move here.
Yeah.
Sold
it took about 6
everything
months.
and
House
yes.
and everything. House,
And-
car,
Yes.
huge collection of guns.
Вот так же. Зависла печать. О, отлично. Друг на друга. Посмотрите туда. Отлично. Все, спасибо.
You've made a new Russian friend? Seriously? So, who's
Yes.
this young lady?
This would be Tanya. Don't ask me to say her last name because I'll butcher it. But she's our Russian teacher who's been very patient with us. And Bonnie's came a long way. I'm still struggling, but I'll get there. She should say something herself.
I love working with him, with both of them, because I always say that they are my A students, because we have, well, I actually represent a school, I'm not only a teacher by myself. We have a school, so we have many students from all different countries. And I have to say that I really, truly admire Bonnie and Tanya because they put in so much effort in learning Russian. Not only in learning, but in acquiring Russian. I can see at every lesson they're trying to grasp the meaning and they are trying to make it their instrument for life.
I respect them a lot, and I think that every student should be like this. Should first of all know why they do it, what they do it for. Like they see, I can say that they see their goal and they go for it every single day. And I have to say, as a teacher, like I pay a lot of attention to how people do their homework. These two students of mine, they always do it properly. Like every homework, I give a lot of homework, and they do it like exactly the way I ask them to do it, which is great, which helps a lot all of us together to progress day by day. I love working with them.
Повторим.
So you would recommend Westerners that want to move here to get a tutor or go to a school to learn the language?
Yeah, even if we keep arguing about Duolingo with Tanya, because he is still, for some reason, I don't know why, knowing me for half a year already, he still insists that Duolingo is a great thing. I don't know. Maybe he changed his mind today on this special day. I don't know. Ask him.
It's just a way to aggravate her. Duolingo doesn't teach you Russian at all. You can learn a few words. You won't learn how to properly speak Russian. But it's great for somebody just to start with, you know, just to get going. Because you're going to need to know Russian when you come here, eventually. If you plan on staying, you better learn the language. And it's not a simple one.
For Tony, for example, he always wants to understand how the system works. Like he tries to view the Russian language as a system, how it functions. And an app never tells you this, never explains this to a person. So you need to have somebody, a native teacher, to explain you, to navigate you through this. Because the system can be huge, and the teacher is the one to know the short way to your goal, your particular goal. So this is why to have a teacher is always a good idea.
We found Joe, and he mentioned you and your services, and we reached out and started talking to you. We needed time to sell the house, because you had to leave the house to show it.
Yes, I remember that.
And the weekends were when you showed your house, and I worked during the week. Within 6 months, we had sold everything and was on the plane to Russia. But it was really a breakneck thing. I mean, trying to get your passports, trying to get your Russian visa, trying to get all your paperwork if possible, because people need to know they need their paperwork before they come here. Because after you're here, it's next to impossible to get what you need document-wise.
Yes. Getting rid of 30 years worth of material goods.
Yes, everything you have.
And arriving here with a carry-on and one check-in baggage, right?
Joe
a piece.
remembers.
That was a fun day at the airport.
Yes, it was.
Поздравляем вас с получением разрешения на временное проживание в Российской Федерации. В течение 7 дней вам необходимо будет обратиться в территориальный отдел Управления по вопросам миграции для регистрации по месту жительства.
Спасибо большое.
Рукопожатие. Ну ладно.
Almost there. We're eternally grateful for everything you guys have helped us with. We are sincere about that.
That's great.
So I was trying to make sure all you guys got mentioned today when we were on camera as much as possible.
I like when people mention me.
I know.
What is your emotion? Yes, very happy.
The why is very important. We did what most people advise against. We researched it, having never been to the country. We had never visited any other country. We had lived in various states, but never traveled outside of the U.S. And just that chapter in our lives, it seemed right. We wanted to pursue something more important, to set ourselves up with new personal goals and a new adventure. Our children had been out of the house for 3 years at the time.
Yeah. And our dog, which was almost like a kid to us,
Yes.
passed away a few months too, which that might sound silly, but we felt like we had nothing holding us back any longer from moving. And we didn't like the way the U.S. was going.
О, это самые лучшие ученики, потому что они, во-первых, знают, зачем они здесь. Они верят в нашу страну, они верят в русских людей.
So I have an important question. You said that you had never left the country before. You lived happily in America for a certain point, and then things became uncomfortable. But did you ever go to EXPAT?
No, hadn't been to Disney World or any of those places.
Okay, that messes up my theory then.
Потому что мы любим.
Извините, пожалуйста.
So it was a great day today so far, and while we were talking with Tanya and Bonnie, another person called me just saying that he also got his temporary residency today, so it's like a double holiday.
Wow.
Because I know that's not that easy with all these papers and all these offices to go and this time you need to take. So I'm really happy that it's happening today.
Very cool, huh? All right, guys. Well, if you are a foreigner and you're thinking of moving to Russia, you can go to my wife's website that I put below.
They're doing great.
И сейчас это наш дом.
In our research before moving here, we learned about its beauty from what we heard and saw. Everyone was very helpful and friendly. Russia is very, very beautiful. It's safe, and it is very supportive of traditional family and Christian values, which is very important to us.
Okay, guys, now it's your turn to leave a comment and let us know what you think of becoming Russian. Click like, click subscribe, click the share button right now, interrupt my speech, send this video to your friends, and click the box to see what happens next. This video is just part of my talk with this couple. If you'd like to hear the whole thing, the part that the algorithm would not allow here, you can go to my Telegram channel. The link is below and hear the whole story. All right, Sveta, say something smart.
Where I'm looking at.
You're gonna look at the camera when I walk up to you.
Хорошо.
Just do a good job and look beautiful. What's I gonna say?
I thought you were trying to say next to the old European looking lady. I was about to hurt you.
I'm not mic'd and the camera will pick me up fine.
You think?
I do. Svetlana. Uha. Tanya, хочешь быть L? And click the box, see what happens next.
Я держалась как могла.
Thanks.
I was holding it for as long as I could. But you don't need to put the ruka.
I'm going to do it. Clear your throat.